My dear brothers and sisters, if Allah wakes you up for Fajr in the month of Rajab, this is not random. There's a reason your eyes opened while others remained asleep. There's a reason your heart felt restless at dawn. What if I told you that a simple supplication, recited only 100 times after Fajr, could change the way Allah sends provision into your life? Not magic, not superstition, but a moment of sincerity that many overlook. Stay with me, because before Shaban arrives, Allah may show you a form of risk you were never expecting. My dear brothers and sisters, Rajab is not an ordinary month that simply passes on the calendar. It is a sacred month chosen by Allah long before you and I existed, a month that carries a quiet invitation from the heavens to return, not loudly, not forcefully, but gently. Rajab does not demand perfection, it calls for awareness. It is the month that prepares the heart before it is trained in Shaban and transformed in Ramadan. Many people rush through Rajab without realizing its purpose. They wait for Ramadan to change, forgetting that no transformation happens suddenly. The heart needs preparation. Just as the soil must be softened before seeds are planted, the soul must be softened before worship deepens. Rajab is that softening. It is Allah's mercy arriving early. One of the most powerful signs that Allah wants good for you in Rajab is that He allows you to wake up for Fajr. Do not underestimate this blessing. Every morning, millions remain asleep, while a few are gently pulled from their beds by an unseen call. When you rise for Fajr, especially in Rajab, it is not merely discipline, it is divine selection. After Fajr, the world is quiet. The noise of expectations has not yet begun. The pressure of earning, pleasing, proving, all of it is silent. In that silence, Allah opens a door that is often ignored, the door of provision tied to presence. This is why the moments after Fajr are not just recommended, but honored. Angels witness them. Dua is lifted with clarity. The heart speaks without distraction. Rajab teaches us something crucial. Provision does not begin with effort. It begins with trust. We live in a world that tells us risk comes from exhaustion, constant striving, and endless worry. But Allah teaches us a different path, a path that begins not with striving, but with standing before Him sincerely at Fajr. This is why our righteous predecessors cherished the early morning hours. They understood that when the soul is calm, the dua is honest, and when the dua is honest, Allah responds in ways that logic cannot explain. Rajab trains us to slow down, to sit after Fajr, to resist the urge to rush back into the dunya. Perhaps you're worried about finances. Perhaps you feel stuck, limited, or afraid of what is coming. Rajab is not asking you to solve everything. It is asking you to sit with Allah before you run to the world. It is asking you to remember that the one who controls tomorrow is the same one who woke you up today. When Allah gives you Rajab, He is giving you a chance to realign, to clean your intentions, to renew your reliance, to begin again without the pressure of being perfect. This is the month where small, sincere acts carry immense weight. A quiet dua after Fajr, a heart that whispers instead of shouts, a soul that says, "O Allah, I trust you, even while trembling." So if you find yourself waking up for Fajr in Rajab, pause for a moment. Do not rush. Sit. Breathe. Understand that this moment is not random. It is a preparation. It is a mercy. It is Allah opening a door, not to test you, but to carry you forward. Rajab does not promise instant change. It promises direction. And when direction is correct, the destination is guaranteed by Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, many people spend their lives chasing risk without ever understanding where it truly flows from. They exhaust themselves, worry endlessly, and measure their worth by numbers. Yet Allah, in His mercy, teaches us a different path, a path that begins not with striving, but with standing before Him at Fajr. Fajr is not simply the first prayer of the day. It is a declaration. It is the soul saying, Ya Allah, before I turn to the world, I turn to you. And this order matters more than we realize. When Allah sees a servant prioritize Him in the earliest moments of the day, He places barakah in what follows. The Prophet ﷺ made dua specifically for the early hours of the morning. This tells us something profound. Risk descends when hearts are awake, not just bodies. After Fajr, the angels witness. The heavens are open. The dunya is quiet. There is no competition between your dua and distractions. Risk, as Islam teaches us, is not limited to money. Risk is clarity when you are confused. Risk is peace when life feels heavy. Risk is protection from harm you never even saw coming. And often, the greatest form of risk is contentment, the feeling that Allah is enough. Why is Fajr so deeply connected to provision? Because Fajr trains the heart in trust. When you leave your bed while sleep still pulls at you, you are practicing reliance. You are learning to let go of comfort for the sake of obedience, and Allah never allows such sacrifice to go unnoticed. Many people complain that they work hard but feel no barakah. They earn but never feel satisfied. They gain but always fear loss. This is not always a lack of effort. Sometimes it's a lack of alignment. Fajr realigns the soul. It reminds us who truly sustains us. When you sit after Fajr, even for a few minutes, you are placing yourself in a river of mercy that flows daily. You are telling Allah, I am here, I am listening, I am trusting, and Allah responds in ways that often cannot be measured immediately, but are deeply felt over time. After Fajr in the month of Rajab, remain seated. Do not rush, do not distract yourself. Sit with Allah because this sitting is itself an act of worship. This is where the supplication comes in, not as a formula, not as superstition, but a conversation with the provider. The dua is simple yet profound. Allahumma ikfini bihalalika an haramika wa aghnini bifadlika amman siwaka. O Allah, suffice me with what you have made halal instead of what you have made haram, and enrich me by your bounty so that I need no one besides you. When you repeat this dua 100 times, you are not informing Allah of your needs, you are training your heart. You are reminding yourself that dignity matters, that halal matters, that dependence on Allah frees the soul from humiliation before people. Each repetition cleans a layer of fear of scarcity, fear of tomorrow, fear of not being enough, and slowly the heart learns a new language, reliance. This dua is especially powerful in Rajab because it aligns with the spirit of the month, preparation, purification, sincerity. You are asking Allah not just to give, but to protect, not just to enrich your hands, but to liberate your heart. Say it slowly, do not rush the count. Let every word land. Let every repetition feel like surrender. Many people ask, why 100 times? And the answer is simple. Allah does not need numbers, we need repetition. Repetition softens the heart. It breaks arrogance. It dissolves anxiety. With each repetition, something inside you loosens its grip on control. The danger is not in reciting too little. The danger is reciting without presence. A distracted heart turns worship into a habit, but a present heart turns simple words into transformation. When you say this dua with awareness, you are declaring independence from unhealthy attachments. You are slowly shifting reliance from creation to the Creator, and this shift is the real miracle. Allah responds differently to every soul. Some see immediate financial relief. Others notice doors opening unexpectedly. Some experience calm replacing panic. All of this is response. Do not rush Allah. Let the dua work on you before it works on your circumstances. Sometimes Allah increases risk quietly, without announcements, without sudden wealth, but with ease. You may notice problems resolving smoothly, expenses decreasing, opportunities appearing naturally.
anxiety fading, gratitude increasing. These are signs of barakah. Do not ignore them. When Allah changes the heart, He is preparing it to handle more, because unprepared hearts break under blessings. Before Shabbat arrives, watch carefully, not your bank account alone, but your peace. Rajab is short, Fajr is brief, but sincerity carries eternal weight. Remain seated, recite, trust, and leave the rest to Allah. O Allah, we come to you with hearts that are tired, with souls that have tried everything except complete surrender. O Allah, there are worries we cannot explain, tears we wipe away before anyone sees, and fears about the future that sit quietly in our chests. You know them all, even the ones we never spoke.